What's going on, guys? In this video, I want to talk about a topic that I covered in a video a few years ago, but we recently had the privilege of having the Muay Thai legend, Smokin' Joe Nadawat, here on our mats to do a seminar, and we had a blast. It was amazing. The first thing Joe said before he started teaching us his techniques is he said something to the extent of, there's a lot of coaches out there, and a lot of coaches teach different things, and a lot of coaches have different philosophies, and just on and on about how coaches are different, basically. And that what they do isn't wrong. Their differences don't make them wrong, but he wanted to make sure that we understood that. And then he said, now I'm going to show you the techniques that I like. And this is a way for him to kind of set the table as far as my stuff might be different, but it doesn't mean what you've been shown is wrong. And again, I did a video about this before, years ago. How do you coach the perfect techniques, and how do you teach the perfect techniques? And is there perfect technique? And what I was trying to stress in that video is I use this to break it down. Like I said, think about it this way. How many ways can you get to 10? With 10 being where you're headed, where you want to end up, right? The number 10. How many ways can you get to 10? And I said, well, 5 plus 5 equals 10. But so does 6 plus 4. So does 8 plus 2. So does 7 plus 3. 9 plus 1. So we have a lot of ways to get to 10. What I was trying to stress is that all these ways are different, but not wrong, as long as you achieve the desired outcome. The strike you are trying to land, the combo you are trying to land, the submission you are trying to hit, the way you're trying to move someone, the control you are trying to gain. Any of those things, as long as you hit the desired outcome, then the way you go about it isn't necessarily wrong. Now, let me make this very clear off top, and I covered this in my previous video. There are some things that are wrong. There are some things that are dead wrong, some techniques that are just flat out wrong. I'm talking from a fundamental standpoint. When you are taught things and you are taught to do things fundamentally, that is when I think we're a little more strict, or we want you to adhere to things a little more strictly as far as your fundamentals, like getting the fundamentals nice, tight, and right. From there, you can loosen things up, change them, mold them into what fits for you. And then that's when coaches and strikers and martial artists learn different ways to achieve the same outcome. But again, the fundamental base has to be solid, or the fundamental philosophy, I guess is what I'm trying to say, or just how we go about achieving certain techniques or validating certain techniques. Because there are just some things that are just not right. They're just wrong. They don't have a solid base to even to stand on. So you just fall through the floor with that kind of stuff. And of course, I'm talking about McDojo type stuff and just some, hooey or whatever that's just not rooted in like the fundamentals or sometimes even reality. So I will throw that out the window. Okay, I'm saying you got to be mindful of that. And with that, I always say, be careful what you consume. But once we get past that hurdle, when you are shown techniques, again, that have a good fundamental base, and they are pushing you towards, again, a strong outcome or desired outcome within the martial art, and teaching you steps within a technique to achieve specific moves, then yes, open your mind to different techniques. Open your mind to different, honestly, even sometimes different mindsets and whatnot. And then, of course, once you get settled into something that really fits you, that you really enjoy, that you find effective, that's the most important thing is it effective? Once you find that, then, feel free to stick to it. A lot of the things I teach are things that I find effective. I always tell my students, I play the numbers, okay? I show them different ways to go about it. I show them traditional ways that I was taught. I show them more the things that have evolved. I show them the way I like to do it because I found this to be effective. I always test out techniques to see how effective it can be. But then in the end, I always tell them, the reason I do it the way I do it is because I play the numbers. What is the highest percentage? What makes this technique work most of the time? What gives me that outcome most of the time? Like, how do I land that strike the most? How do I hit that submission the most? How do I sweep that person the most? So that's how I feel about it. That's how I go about like lining up the techniques that I teach, is what do I find to be effective the most? And that could be different for me than it is for another coach. So anyway, guys, that's kind of what I wanted to share with you. I need you guys to consider opening your mind, right? And when you find techniques that work, or you find a coach that you really believe in, or a system that you really hold dear, don't become so guarded by it that you just want to attack other people for what they are sharing. That's the whole point of this video. Whenever you think something is perfect and this is the way, you got to poke some holes in that and open your mind a little bit, because even just watching something else, and even if you don't fully agree with it or like it, sometimes you find pieces of it that you can add to what you do. And I'll end with this after saying that, is I love the Tao of Jeet Kune Do. You know, Bruce Lee's philosophy: take what is useful, eliminate what is useless, and essentially make it your own. So that's why I don't believe in like mastering anything or perfection. Another quote I had in the previous video is a quote that I'm very proud of, and I still say it. And that quote is, there are no experts. We are all just students with varying degrees of knowledge. And that's how I view myself. I always say this: student first, teacher second. So if you find yourself being led by someone who's always themselves willing to be a student with an open mind and evolve and learn, then you've got the right person guiding you. And you need to be that kind of person as well. You need to open your mind and always be a student, and then just see how pieces could fit into what you do, or they don't fit, and that's okay too. All right, so I hope that makes sense as far as like who's right and who's wrong. Is anyone really wrong? Again, yes, there is some really wrong things being put out there. There are some really bad, ineffective, ridiculous stuff out there. So be careful what you consume. But once you get past that hurdle, are the things you are consuming a good fit for you and what you're looking to achieve? And if not, all right, cool. Move on to the next thing. Keep growing. All right, guys, I hope all that makes sense. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.